Today I'm going to be making the knee rocket for the Mandalorian's left knee. Yes, it's a thing. Seriously. All the patterns for this are up on Facebook for free if you'd like to save them, print them out, attempt to make one of your own. And without me rambling anymore, let's go ahead and just get right into the video. Okay, to cut out your three main patterns, they're all 6mm EVA foam. And these edges need an outward bevel. And you may notice that this is very, very good because I didn't actually cut it that straight. I had to use a dremel to even it up. And I'm going to glue the pieces together, the inside accent, the outside accent, and the main, by using contact cement. How this works is there's a brush, and you brush some evenly onto each surface to be bonded. Then you allow that to set for 15 minutes, which I've already done, and then you put them together. Alright, next I'm going to use my heat gun to give this some shape. I'm going to curve it a little bit through here, but these parts here really need to go back and be straight. Okay, I got the shape I wanted in it. Curve the bottom just a little bit. I'm going to round this edge off with my Dremel. But, yeah, it's straight on the sides, a little bit rounded in the front, sits flat. And I also have the brace, which is 2mm. This is going to get glued in from behind. And I'm going to line it up so that it fills this gap here and just helps to hold the shape in place. Alright, I glued the back piece on. I used super glue and just glued a small section here, and then just put little amounts and glued it and lined it up straight across to get everything as straight and even as possible. Now I need to make I need to make two little rocket tubes. I don't know what to call them. But since this is a knee rocket, I guess you could call them rocket tubes or rocket launchers. I don't know. I'm going to use a pen. I'm going to tear this apart and cut two lengths out of it. Okay, I cut these down to about 2 inches each, and next I sanded them so that they would be able to hold paint and glue and stuff a little better, since mold injected plastic generally does not like either of those things. Next, I'm going to take some EVA foam, 2mm. I'm going to cut it into a 1-inch strip, and I'm going to put some lines in the center with an X-Acto knife. Okay, I cut 3 lines going the length of this. Now I'm going to cut this just long enough to wrap around these and glue it on with super glue. Okay, I cut it to length and wrapped it around it. I used a heat gun to get it open up as much as I could, but the thing is, it's super glued together. I didn't contact cement this on. Contact cement doesn't work great with plastics. So I super glued this to it, and then I super glued both of these to the panel, got them as straight as I could, filled them with hot glue, so it should be pretty securely there and rather sturdy. Next, I'm going to go ahead and seal this up with just some cheap Dollar General flexible sealer. I've been doing all these with Mod Podge, but since this is not a Beskar part and looks a bit rougher, I'm going to just
just use the sealer. Okay, it's been 24 hours. This stuff can dry. And luckily for me, this is a dull bluish black color. So I'm just going to leave it the way it is and use some Model Masters silver chrome and a brush to do some weathering to try to get it like in the show and to brush up these here as well. Okay, from here, if you like, you could attach it permanently to the pants of your costume if you wish. I'm actually not going to do that. I want this to be removable for sure. So, keeping that in mind, I have piles of scrap leather that I'm going to use to make straps to Velcro this on the back, behind the back of my knee, just like an actual knee pad. Okay, so that's pretty much it. The leather, I just cut a couple straps and I glued them in behind this 2mm area. I must say that this Dollar General flexible sealer leaves an interesting texture that could or could not be desirable. I think in this case it worked out very well to my advantage, where it did a lot of work for me. And a little bit of weathering. The leather I just trimmed down at an angle, but I did glue the leather in between, behind the 2mm. This stuff does make it very durable. The spray does, but I felt like the leather was a definite necessity. You could, of course, use pleather or any non-leather based whatever to put straps on it, or glue it directly to the pants. And then another strap for my Velcro. And yeah, that's pretty much it.
Okay, that's going to pretty much wrap it up for this video. You know, I was kind of shocked whenever I saw these in action for the first time, and then didn't even realize that, partly just because there's so many things on Din Djarin's costume in The Mandalorian that it's pretty easy to just overlook things, but I never even realized he had this until I started really looking at photos to actually make pieces. But I don't recall this being put in action by him. Maybe I missed that. I don't know. I don't even understand how you come up with rockets on a knee pad. What's this? Oh, it's a knee pad. It'll protect my knees while I'm skateboarding or whatever. Awesome. What is this? Protective equipment. This will be good for my knee while I'm shooting. Wait a minute. Needs rockets. This is the way. Yeah, I don't know. As funny as it sounds to say it out loud or to just read it in a sentence, knee rockets, shooting rockets from a knee pad, it sounds pretty ridiculous, but to see it in action was pretty cool. So, some quick tips if you're going to make one of your own. Once you print out the pattern, make sure that it wraps fully around your leg, at least halfway back your leg. You may need to enlarge it if it's too small, or you may need to shrink it if it's too big. So just keep that in mind. And as always, thank you for watching. I really do appreciate it. And if you enjoyed this video, please leave a like and subscribe, as it does help out the channel immensely. And have a great day.